My hair's a mess. I'm a mess, but it doesn't matter because there's a lot of things to be talked about in the game world right now. So it doesn't matter what I look like, what time it is. We're just hopping to it. Let's go.
Hey, this is Tom Matthews, and you're watching Project Nerd.
Perfect.
All right, y'all knew it had to come to this at some point. Let me first start out by saying that horror and gaming have been like this for like eons, like literal eons. But recently we've been seeing an uprising in horror games, so I felt it extremely necessary to talk about that like right now before any more information comes out, and I'm like super behind. So being equally as obsessed with horror games as I am movies, I've been freaking eyes glued to Google here recently. There's a bunch of games that are set to be coming out, games set to be remade, and these are important. First is Outlast Trials. This is a third installment to the Outlast game franchise, and if you haven't played the Outlast games, I highly suggest it. They're fucking terrifying in like every sense of the word. I've never played a game that I was like legit scared to finish it by myself. Like, honestly, the first and second version of this game did not have a multiplayer option. But the cool thing about this one is that there is a multiplayer option that you can do online with friends. I don't know how they're going to do the whole survival thing because it seems to be like a really, really one person based game. So I'm excited to see like what they do with this. Apparently, it's like a Cold War experimentation type like survival ordeal when the other ones were kind of like a wrong turn type deal. I guess that's the best way to say it. It looks just as scary as the other two. I have seen a few gameplays. There's not a lot of information out yet. As of August, it was slated for a 2022 release, and that is likely to change because a lot of movies on this list have changed from their initial release date. But I'm going to be keeping an eye on this one, especially because I know a lot of people are excited for it. Speaking of survival horror games, I'm a huge fan of Green Hell. I don't know if any of y'all play this. The horror themes in it are extremely mild, but if you're a survival game player like I am, get Green Hell. It's like $15 on the PlayStation Store. I don't know about Xbox because I am not an Xbox player. It's super cheap and you can play it online with friends. Me and my boyfriend have literally been playing this game for like hours on end, and it's still just as fun. I love it. You're basically like the survivor guy who gets stranded on an island, and you have these like cannibal type ordeal people coming after you, and it's really scary, and it's just got like a cool feeling to it. The controls are really nice, and it reminds me a lot of The Forest, like the game The Forest. To me, Green Hell is way better. There was a lot of aspects missing with The Forest that this game includes, and I really, really enjoy it. And it's out right now. So, because a lot of these games I'm talking about haven't come out yet, this one is out, and it was originally made for PC, so there is a couple of like weird controls playing out on an actual console, but I fucking love it, and I highly recommend it to you guys. Then we've got the Dead Space remake. For nostalgic purposes only, I'm fucking excited as shit for this game. I know that there's not going to be anything like added on or anything special. I've watched a lot of the interviews. They're basically more focused on updating the graphics and like the movements of the game to be a little bit more modern. But you guys, Dead Space was like one of my favorite games growing up, and I'm really excited to see what they do with this game in its entirety. You've probably already seen that intro scene where like the guy's going through the tunnel, and it was like one of the big scenes where the snake arm comes and grabs you in the original game. I can't remember exactly when it was, but anyways, they showed like a remade version of that, and it looked really, really great. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on it. It was supposed to come out this year, but now it's been pushed back to 2022. It's okay, because like I said, this is just a remake, but I still can't wait for it. So coming out a little bit sooner, Dying Light is slated to come out December 7th. I have a lot of friends who are excited for this game. Personally, I didn't play it back in the day, but my boyfriend's been telling me like I've got to get my hands on it. So what we're going to do is replay for the first game and then go to the second game. And he's a huge fan. From what I've seen, the graphics look really great. It looks like a type of game I would play, but at the time when the original one came out, I was already like burnt out with the whole zombie thing. I think I fucked up by not playing the game, but the Dying Light 2 looks really great. The graphics are amazing. I saw a couple videos on YouTube as well showing the updates they've done to the graphics. Like the shadows on the trees literally move on the ground. It looks so realistic. The monsters that they have too have gotten really updated, so that's exciting. And like I said, I had to talk about this one because I know my friends are super excited for it, and I'm the odd one out by not playing this game. And last but not least, Back for Blood. Again, I have a lot of friends who are excited for this one. It's coming out October 12th of this year, which is right around the corner, like literally right around the corner. And yes, it is developed by the former developers of Left 4 Dead. So again, I know there's a huge fan base for the original Left 4 Dead game. This is going to be huge. There's another opportunity in this game for multiplayer, which is super exciting for me because literally the only like games that have a multiplayer option are like Diablo and Resident Evil. And even the Resident Evil games, like you have a multiplayer option, but you feel really stuck to that like single player mode game. So being able to kind of play something a little more expansive in the multiplayer world is super exciting for horror gamers. But yeah, just another first person zombie shootout game, but this is more of a horde style versus type multiplayer. You can play with friends online. So again, super exciting. More opportunities for multiplayer action, more opportunities for different types of horror games. And I'm excited. I feel like we haven't seen a horror game in like a goddamn year. Besides Resident Evil, they don't count. So a lot to look forward to this year and next year. Like I said, I am way more active with like actually keeping up with individual games and movies on my Instagram. So if you guys want to like keep up with the Dead Space remake and how could I forget? The Evil Dead game is coming out this year, and you get to play as Bruce Campbell, who is Ash. That's exciting. Groovy. So anyways, yeah, if you want more information about individual games themselves, follow me on Instagram. I'm way more immersive on those subjects on Instagram. And I'll make sure to keep you guys updated either in the comments on this episode, or I'll just make individual posts, like I said, on Instagram and keep you guys updated on what's coming out, what we can look forward to, push back dates, push forward dates. Make sure you guys subscribe to Project Nerd on YouTube, and my episodes come out every Tuesday. So if you guys are liking what I'm talking about, if you're not liking what I'm talking about, comment down below so we can get some stuff moving. I feel a lot more energy in these videos now because I've got some feedback from you guys. So I'm gonna be able to talk about some different shit and keep you guys updated on the stuff you guys want to know about, not just me, because it's not all about me all the time, at least. As far as games, I don't know if I want to do like actual gameplay walkthroughs with you guys, or if we're just going to do like the first 15 minutes. Definitely want to have some video game playthroughs on my channel somehow, some way. So whatever you guys want to see, I'd love to hear your suggestions. And until then, follow, like, subscribe Project Nerd on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow me on Instagram at the Horrornaut, and I will see you guys next motherfucking Tuesday.